Pesticide Check is designed to help farmers and agronomists quickly and easily check the compliance of planned pesticide applications based on label guidance. This tool performs various checks on label restrictions such as expiry for use, target crop and max dose. This saves time and avoids costly errors. It is not intended as agricultural advice and is no substitute for reading the manufacturer label.
First, you will need to set up a field job. To do this, go to the activity list and then click on Field Job. Once you're here, you select your job type. So today that's going to be spraying, and then you can add extra information about the job in the title, for example, why you're doing this spray, and then add the fields that you're going to treat. You can do this either by selecting from the list or clicking on the map. So we'll choose all of our wheat fields. It's important when you're doing the pesticide check that your fields have a standard crop type set for the usage, and when they've got that set, it will appear in cap blocks like this. If you don't have a standard crop type set, then you'll see a little prompt when you get to pesticide checking and you'll be able to add it there. You can edit the work area here if your treatment area isn't going to be the whole field. So for example, I could change that to 21 and my total treatment area has changed accordingly. Now we're ready to add our inputs. So to do this, click on Add Inputs. To use Pesticide Check, you'll need to use products from the pesticide database. This provides a list of available sprays in your country with the registration number and pesticide type. They have a green shield next to them once you've used them before and they appear on your farm inputs, or it will be any of the ones from this pesticide database section. To find the product that you want to use, simply type its name in the search box up here and then select it from the list. And you can see here it's pulled through the registration number, the product type and the unit already. So now we just need to set the application rate for that product and it will calculate the total required to the job. From here you can either save or you can add additional products if you're doing a tank mix, or in this case we'll go and set our water rate. So for that we'll turn off filtering just to sprays and include other products as well. And then select my water input that I've already set up, choose that and set my water rate per hectare and then click Save. So now I've got my Boxer Gold herbicide and water rate set on this job. Click on the Check Pesticides button. You can do this either when you're setting up a field job or later on. It will appear in both cases. So just click on that. Then you'll need to add in this additional information about the job that you're doing. So the target crop, pests that you're targeting. So for us that's ryegrass. And if the maximum dose is going to change based on crop stage, then there will also be options for you to fill in crop stage there as well. Now click on Next and you'll see your pesticide check results returned for you. Pesticide check results can have 3 states. They can either be no errors found, so an example of that is that Boxer Gold herbicide is permitted for use on wheat. They might show a warning, so when we're returning information from the database, it can't be checked against. So for example, we return the expiry date for the product, which in this case is the 30th of June 2023, but we don't tell you if that's a error or if that's a So for example, we return the pesticide expiry date of the 30th of June 2023, but we don't show if that's a fail because it would depend on when you decided to do this treatment, or they can be a fail. So for this example, planned dose rate of 0.75 litres per hectare is outside permitted 1.75 to 3 litre per hectare range. And if there isn't label information available, we'll show this grey symbol. For example, if it's a product where there isn't a maximum dose per season available, we show you what your total dose for the farm year has been. In this case, it's 2.5 litres per hectare because there's already been another spray on the farm using this product. When we're calculating that number, we take all planned jobs, not just completed jobs. So if you're planning out all of your sprays for a season, those totals will be taken into account. Once you're happy with that information, you can click that you've read and acknowledged these warnings. It's important to know that everything that we're showing you here is just for your information. It shouldn't be considered agronomic advice, and of course you should always read the label, and if you are in any doubt, seek the advice of an agronomist. Now that we're done setting up what work needs to be done, you can also tag people on the job. So you could assign this work to another team member on your farm. They then get a notification on their phone to let them know that there's a new job for them to do, and that job will appear on their to-do list. And you can set a due date of when that spraying job needs to be done and a time, and then on that due date, you and anyone who's tagged on that job will get a reminder about it. When you're happy with your job, you can click Save, and that will be available for you and everyone on your farm team to access on all your devices. You can record additional information for your job with comments, for example, target growth stage, spray quality or weather information using the comment box, and you can also attach files or photographs using the paperclip, or when you're out in the field, you can take a photo using the phone camera and attach that to the job. And then, as work blocks completed, on your phone you'll be able to go and tap on one of these fields. On the phone you'll also have operator view, so as well as seeing the total required for the job, you can see the quantity of input required per field. And then when that's done, just tap on the checkbox next to the field. You can record the completed date, which defaults to the current time. You can change that. And you can also add in your start date and time. When it was completed, the weather information, so wind speed, direction, what the temperature was, and sunny, raining, cloudy, etc. If it wasn't you who completed the job, you can add someone else's details, and then save, and that's all there as part of your records. So you'll have that information available to you for any assurance inspections that you have in the future. Also, for assurance, everything that you record as a field job becomes part of that field history. So I can go to one of these fields and see my planned jobs, and also when I go to history I can see what was applied and when, very quickly and easy, and that all becomes part of the whole farm report as well. So you'll have things like total inputs and total rate applied per field. If you go to farm settings and into inputs, you have all of the information about the inputs that you've used on your farm, so the name, the registration number, and also the actives and the type of product that it is. So again, you'll have that to refer to when you have an inspection. We hope you find this feature useful. As always, if you have any questions, please get in touch by sending us an email or dropping us a message in the support chat box, and we'll be very happy to help you, and always keen to get your feedback for how we can make this feature even better.